So this video is all about ShinKyu or purple cloud ointment and how it might help your practice. Hi, my name is Maya Suzuki with ShinKyu University, and I am also the owner-operator of Bumblebee Acutherapy. If this is your first time on this channel, please don't forget to hit that little bell to know when we make new videos, and then also subscribe to this channel. And if you thought that this video gave you any kind of benefit to your practice, please do hit the thumbs up mark, and I'd love to hear any comments or questions that you might have in the comment section, so please don't forget to check that out when you're done watching the video. I see a lot of people in the United States and around the world using purple cloud ointment in order to buffer their moxa. I totally understand the reasons for it. What I'd like to do in this video is just give you some tips and tricks how to use it more effectively, and when to use it and when you should maybe move away from using it. So if purple cloud ointment is something that you have been using in your treatment and you feel like it's really benefited from you, you want to learn more about it, make sure to watch all the way to the end. And again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the little bell. Okay, so I don't have purple cloud ointment here in the clinic. I'd like to briefly show you how to correctly apply purple cloud ointment, which is what most people use underneath their moxa to stop the moxa from burning so hot. And I'd like to explain why we use purple cloud ointment and why it's become so prolific within TCM. So purple cloud ointment was originally made as a burn cream. It's an incredible burn cream, something that I think if you do a lot of moxa might be good to have at your station, so that way you can, you know, have it as a backup in case you do cause a burn, because every once in a while it might happen. Saying that, I don't have any in the office right now, so I'm going to show you how to use it with just regular lotion, because essentially that's how it looks and feels. So this is just a beeswax lotion that I usually use for my hands, and I'm going to show you how to apply it now. So most of the time when I see people apply purple cloud, they take a huge clump of purple cloud and then they just kind of like smear it across the patient. There's a lot of problems with this. First off, I used my pinky. Most people tend to use their index finger, and as you can probably guess, that's going to get oil on your index finger and then get it into your moxa. It's going to burn hotter. Secondly, when you smear it across the skin like this, when you go to place your moxa, your index and your thumb are actually going to touch the purple cloud, and then they're going to get super greasy. Also, as you can understand probably now, that's an issue for your moxa. So rather than doing that, what I highly suggest doing is either the back end of your incense stick, or perhaps like, I know in some schools they make you buy a point finder. I think those are absolutely insane to have. Like, the only reason why I would ever use a point finder is to put my purple cloud ointment on. But those are great for doing this as well. And you can sanitize them, which is nice. So what you're going to do is you'll get a little bit on the end of your point finder or your incense stick. You'll just get a little bit of a glob, right? A little glob. And then you're going to find your point, wherever that might be. Let's say it's right here on LI4. And then what I'm going to do is touch the blob to my skin and then pull it off. So that way there's just a little blob right on the point, and it actually has a little bit of a peak to it. And then it's just perfect to help the moxa to stick to the point. And then you're not going to touch it with your fingers because it's so tiny. You're also going to conserve your purple cloud, which is expensive, right? And it's not going to get all over the patient either. So all good things. Purple cloud, by the way, is a great lotion. So if you have really dry skin, you can use it at home. When you go to bed at night, I know a lot of practitioners who would put purple cloud and then put on gloves, and then allow it to sit on their hands overnight. So it's really, really great for keeping your hands nice and soft. So let's talk about why we're using purple cloud ointment. Why purple cloud ointment has become so prolific is because it's a burn cream, and it's creating a cushion in between the moxa and the skin. So it's essentially preventing heat directly to contact the skin, but because it's doing that, the oils from the moxa don't directly contact the skin, and then you also are not getting that great heat shock protein response to the same degree that you might get it if you burn the moxa directly on the skin. So it's actually It's actually stopping kind of the best points of the moxa. And saying that though, while it's stopping those best points of the moxa, it's also preventing the patient from getting a burn. So you have to weigh that, right? I think in the beginning, when you're still unsure about this new kind of moxa practice and you're still unsure about your moxa cones, or if you've just started your moxa practice, using the purple cloud ointment might be a great way to start integrating it into your clinic until you've perfected doing moxa directly on the skin, and then you can graduate into that later on. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with me and learning how and when to use your purple cloud or ShinKyu ointment. It is a great tool in your moxa practice for when you are just starting out or when you're not really sure about how your moxa is burning. If you're interested in how to perfect your moxa practice, please be sure to check out this video on how to start your moxa practice, and also there's 2 sessions to that, so you can check out the second one as well. And then if you want to really jumpstart your fundamental acupuncture and moxibustion practice, please feel free to check me out on doing lifetime membership mentorship with me on ShinKyu University. I'd love to have you as a student and as a fellow in our community. So please do check that out if you're interested. It's all linked below in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that little bell so you know when we're making new videos. And until I see you next time, happy practicing.